In 1964, America was changing. The streets were alive with music, youth, and dreams of freedom. Amidst this wave of energy, a new car emerged, the Ford Mustang. People didn't just see a car, they saw possibility. Compact yet powerful, stylish yet accessible, it promised a thrill unlike anything before. But what made this car the start of the pony car revolution? Its story is not just metal and wheels, it's the tale of ambition, culture, and a generation eager to drive their dreams into the future. The Mustang wasn't just a car, it was a statement. In a world still recovering from post-war austerity, Americans craved excitement, speed, and individuality. Ford knew this, and they gambled on a bold design, a long hood, short rear deck, and a look that screamed rebellion. As the first Mustangs rolled off the assembly line, crowds gathered, jaws dropped. It became clear, this wasn't a typical car launch. The Mustang captured hearts, sparked rivalries, and marked the beginning of a new automotive era. And yet, few knew the risks behind this gamble. Behind the Mustang's charm was a story of risk and ambition. Ford engineers pushed limits, designing a car that was small yet powerful, affordable yet stylish. Competitors scoffed at the idea. Who would pay for a compact car with muscle? But the Mustang proved them wrong. Teenagers, young couples, and thrill-seekers embraced it. Movies and magazines soon showcased its appeal, cementing the car as a symbol of freedom and aspiration. And as the first owners took to the highways, the Mustang didn't just drive, it roared, announcing a revolution on wheels that would echo for decades. As the Mustang's popularity exploded, it became more than a car. It was a cultural icon. Clubs, races, and gatherings sprang up across the country. Young Americans identified with its speed and style, using it as a canvas for self-expression. Magazines featured it, movies immortalized it, and every roar of the engine became a heartbeat of freedom. Yet behind this glamour, Ford faced production challenges, skeptics, and the pressure of expectations. The Mustang wasn't just a machine, it was a symbol of ambition, courage, and the American dream on wheels. The Mustang's rise wasn't without challenges. Ford faced skeptics who doubted that a small, stylish car could captivate the nation. Production delays, design debates, and financial pressure loomed over the team. Yet each risk paid off. The Mustang found its audience in young drivers hungry for identity and freedom. Its presence in magazines, TV shows, and even films amplified its legend. Every corner taken on the open road, every engine roar, echoed the promise of independence. The Mustang wasn't just sold, it was experienced, lived, and dreamed by a generation. By the mid-1960s, the Mustang was everywhere. It wasn't just parked in driveways, it was part of everyday life. From city streets to long highways, it became the companion of a generation searching for something more. But here is where the story takes an interesting turn. As demand skyrocketed, competitors began to take notice. Other manufacturers started developing their own versions, trying to capture the same magic. What began as a bold idea was now becoming a movement, and the race to dominate this new segment had just begun. As competitors rushed in, the pressure around the Mustang grew stronger. Chevrolet, Dodge, and others began crafting their own answers, hoping to steal the spotlight. But the Mustang had something different: timing, identity, and a deep emotional connection with its drivers. It wasn't just competing in performance, it was winning in meaning. Still, this growing rivalry pushed Ford to evolve faster, think smarter, and protect what they had created. Because now, the Mustang was no longer alone, and what came next would define its legacy forever. By now, the Mustang was no longer just competing, it was defining an entire culture. It showed up in movies, magazines, and television, becoming a symbol people recognized instantly. Young drivers didn't just want a car, they wanted a Mustang. But here's where things get even more interesting. The Mustang wasn't only about speed or design anymore, it was becoming identity. Owning one meant something deeper: freedom, rebellion, and belonging to a new generation. And that emotional connection, that's what competitors struggled to replicate. For many, the Mustang became more than a machine. It became a memory. First dates, long drives, late-night conversations under neon lights. This car was there. It carried stories, emotions, and moments that stayed long after the engine turned off. This is where the Mustang truly separated itself. It wasn't just engineered, it was felt. And while other cars tried to match its performance, they couldn't replicate what it meant to the people who lived those moments. Because the Mustang didn't just move on roads, it moved through people's lives. As years passed, the Mustang didn't fade away. It evolved into something even greater. Owners held onto them, restored them, passed them down through generations. What was once a new car became a classic. And here's where its story becomes even more powerful. The Mustang wasn't just surviving time, it was gaining value, meaning, and respect. Car shows, collectors, and enthusiasts kept its spirit alive. Because this wasn't just about remembering the past, it was about preserving a piece of history that still roared with life. Today, the automotive world looks very different. Technology has advanced, designs have changed, and speed has reached new limits. Yet, when people talk about true icons, the Mustang still stands tall. Modern cars may be faster, more efficient, more advanced, but they often lack something the Mustang had from the beginning: soul. This is where the comparison becomes fascinating. Because when you place a modern car next to the original Mustang, you don't just see evolution, you see the origin of something that changed everything. What makes a car unforgettable? Is it speed, design, or something more? The Mustang answered that question decades ago. It proved that a car could carry emotion, identity, and dreams. And even today, when someone sees that iconic shape, something happens. Memories come back. Stories resurface. Because the Mustang was never just built in factories, it was built in moments. And those moments, they don't disappear. They stay quietly, waiting for the sound of an engine to bring them back to life once again. There are cars, and then there are legends. The Mustang didn't just survive history, it became part of it. Generations grew up seeing it, hearing it, dreaming about it. It shaped identities, influenced design, and inspired an entire industry to follow its path. And even now, decades later, it still holds that same presence, that same energy. Because some machines are built to last, but only a few are built to matter. And the Mustang, from the very beginning, was never meant to be forgotten. Maybe that's why the Mustang still feels alive today. Not because of horsepower or design alone, but because of what it represents. It reminds people of who they were, or who they wanted to be. A first car, a first road trip, a moment of freedom that felt endless. And even if time moves forward, those feelings don't disappear. They stay with us, quiet but present, waiting for something familiar, like the sight of a Mustang, to bring them rushing back all over again. So the next time you see a Mustang, take a second. Look beyond the metal, the paint, the engine, because what you're really seeing is history, a story that started in 1964 and never truly ended. And maybe, just maybe, a part of that story belongs to you too. So tell me, what does the Mustang mean to you? Was it a dream, a memory, or something you still hope to experience one day? Because some legends aren't just remembered, they're felt. If this story meant something to you, Don't let it be the last one. Subscribe now and stay with us as we uncover the most iconic cars of America, the machines, the stories, and the legends that shaped generations. Because the next story you won't want to miss.